March 5, 2023. March 5, March 5th. March 5th, 2023. Rolling up the smoke is such a beautiful ritual. I miss it. I haven't smoked since 2018. I don't know if I miss the marijuana or if I miss those days. Do I miss the past or do I miss the feeling from the smoke? But I always welcome those conversations. I welcome that altered state. I welcome the laughter. It can put one in the mode to enjoy. You know what I mean? Enjoy this food. Enjoy this music. Just enjoy it on a higher level than you would if you hadn't smoked. I definitely miss that. On another note, I remember riding, I don't know if I've talked about this, but I remember riding in this Uber in Philadelphia. And when I'm traveling, I'm curious about each person's perspective. What is your take on your city? What's your take on your environment? And I'll never forget this hood dude in Philly, as we're driving by, people, I think they were on the lake or by the lake with their boating equipment and people riding their bikes, and the water is beautiful, and we're just driving by because, when we call the Uber, we're calling them to the tourist spots. So you have these hood people going to these tourist spots, and we're driving by just this beautiful body of water and people riding their bikes, just enjoying and having a beautiful life. But this guy's perspective is nothing like that. He's talking about the crime and the murder and his environment and things like that. I'm just like, wow. And I even told him that. I'm like, yo, since I've been out here, it's been beautiful. You know what I mean? Just to inject that, like, bro, I've been out here, man. We've been having a beautiful time. Like, this is a gorgeous city. From his standpoint, like, all he could see was darkness. Especially without the finances to get you to the light. You only go to the light to survive, to get, some money from travelers or whatever. You know what I mean? It was kind of the same thing in my recent visit to New Orleans. I don't know if it was because it was the winter months, but man, that's one of the best times I've had in that city. And I'm born and raised there, you know what I mean? And my girl said the same thing. This is our second time going there together. And the first time we went, I'm thinking about this city the way I used to think about it. Like I'm on edge. I'm just on edge. You know, and that's rubbing off on her. I'm like, yo, you gotta watch my back. Snapping at her, you know what I mean? Like, you know where we at? You know what I mean? You can't fucking be... Damn, that's my first curse word. Excuse my language. But you can't sleep. You can't sleep. I don't have no beeper. I'm not technologically sound, so I can't beep out that word, unfortunately. I think maybe even as I progress with these videos, you're gonna hear me talk how I talk, and just, you know, it's just unedited. You know, I may do that on Rumble or something. I don't know. But you know, I'm talking to her like we're in the city. You know, the first time we visited, and I was just like, yo, we can't slip out here. We can't. And I'm just so puffed up. But you know, since the last time I was there, you know, I learned some things. You know, I learned how to defend myself. You know, hand-to-hand combat and with firearms. And this last time we went, and I was just at ease. You know, still aware, but just at ease. And I'm hearing, you know, how violent the city is from everyone, but it sounds even more violent than it's ever been. You know what I mean? But you know, you go to the touristy areas and man, it's just a ton of white people having a ball. A ball. And it looks like every other city I visit. You know what I mean? You know, the cops make sure that these areas are kept safe. I think that's to be noted, but man, an incredible time. And I'm not racist, but that's just to illustrate what I saw. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, so what will it take for someone who's in that dark place to accept the fact that there is another side to this exact same coin, and it's just you who are looking at the negative side of this coin, and there is a positive side. What would it have taken for me to not look at my city how I did the first time me and my girl visited? You know what I mean? Is it a matter of perspective? You know, it's something I think about all the time. Like, I think about maybe there should be some type of program where kids who are in these violent areas would have the ability to escape for years and go live with someone in the country or something like that. You know what I mean? Or live in someone's privileged home for your middle school and maybe your high school years. Maybe take your whole family, you know. You bring in, you're just in the trenches, you know what I mean? You're in the trenches, but this could be some form of early like an early scholarship, you know what I mean? If you're doing well in school in 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th grade, like, yes, this kid is on an upward trajectory, and maybe their trajectory can be affected positively if they can truly concentrate. You know, get some good food and, you know, some mentors, and, you know, just an environment that it isn't as filled with distractions, because those distractions will can potentially shape this person with this unknown potential. But maybe that's too much to ask. I think I'm getting way off topic. It's wild how therapeutic these videos are becoming for me. This is me letting loose. Most people cut you off, don't understand what you're saying, can't understand what you're saying. You know, people are so quick to talk. Listen. Like, listen. You know what I mean? And not to be cocky, but this, what I'm about to say, is going to sound cocky. Using this lets me know where my communication level is, and it also lets me know that I'm able to reach some really good points. You know, so to get cut off these days is a little aggravating. especially when you ain't saying nothing. You know what I mean? So I would recommend this type of outlet to everybody, man. We could all do a podcast. Everybody, or some type of journaling. And this now ends my rambling. Please have a good one. Peace and love.